At 14 years old, Luka Navarro has the world watching. A path to Italy, the same roots that shaped Kobe Bryant, and attention from the NBA, even Adam Silver is watching closely. But now comes the hardest part, choosing what comes next. After dominating all throughout of middle school and showing that he had what it took to compete against the best high schoolers in the world while winning MVP at the EYBL Nike Peach Jam, Luka's journey had already become something rare. Before ever playing a single high school game, he had options. Luka, you've got options. Most players don't get this early. You can go to the US, build your name there, or you can start playing professionally right now. Whatever you choose, it has to feel right for you, not for anyone else. You've worked your whole life for this moment. Don't rush it. One option kept pulling at him, one more than others. A chance to play professionally in Italy, the same country where one of his inspirations, Kobe Bryant, began shaping his love for the game. It wasn't just an opportunity, it felt like a path. Listen, this decision doesn't lock you in forever. If you go to Italy, you can still go to the NBA later. You can still play in other leagues, in the G League, college, anywhere if the opportunity is right. Before stepping fully into the professional world, Luka was given one more opportunity to sharpen his game at the highest level available to the young prospect. An invitation to train and compete with the NBA Academy. The NBA Academy wasn't just another program. It was a proving ground. A place where the best young players from around the world came together, not to be comfortable, but to be challenged. Every drill was faster, every defender was stronger, every mistake exposed. And for Luka, it was exactly what he needed. For the first time, Luka was surrounded by players who could match his athleticism. But what separated him wasn't just how high he could jump, it was how quickly he adapted. He studied every moment, every possession, every detail. He began slowing the game down in his mind while still playing at full speed. Coaches noticed his growth almost immediately, not just as an athlete, but as a thinker. His handle became tighter, his shot more consistent, his decision-making sharper. And as the days went on, it became clear Luka didn't just belong at the NBA Academy. He was standing out. But development only mattered if it was translated to the next level. Soon after, Luka took the next step, joining a professional environment with Napoli Basket. And from the moment he stepped onto the floor, he didn't look like a kid trying to keep up. He looked like he belonged. He moved with confidence, attacked experienced defenders without hesitation, and brought an energy that couldn't be ignored. Within weeks, Luka did something rare. He had earned a starting spot. And just as his role began expanding, his body did too. Luka hit another growth spurt, now standing at 6'7", 202 pounds. Stronger, faster, even more dangerous. And that's when everything started to click. Luka wasn't just competing anymore, he was taking over. In transition, he was unstoppable. Long strides, explosive takeoffs, defenders left chasing shadows as he attacked the rim with force. Half court, he adapted, using patience, footwork, and control, breaking down defenders before exploding past them. He finished through contact, above contact, and sometimes right over it. Veteran defenders tried to test him physically, but Luka didn't back down. He embraced it. On defense, he became just as dangerous, flying in for chase down blocks, jumping passing lanes, turning defense into offense. Every possession felt like it could turn into a highlight. In every game, his confidence grew. What made Luka special wasn't just his athleticism. It was the control he was developing. The ability to slow the game down, read defense, and strike at the perfect moment. He wasn't just playing fast. He was learning when to play fast. Coaches trusted him. Teammates relied on him, and opponents, well, they had to adjust to him. Because at just 15 years old, Luka was proving something rare. He didn't just have potential, he was already producing. And the rest of the basketball world was starting to notice. Luka was on an absolute tear to begin the season. So much so that throughout several games in the early part of the season, he had earned himself player of the game honors, which was crazy for someone at such a young age to be doing, competing against full-grown men who had been playing basketball for years. Every great story needs a rival. For Luka, that rival came from the same place, but brought a completely different storm. His name is Luis Suarez, both from Spain, but built in completely different ways. Luka was precision. Luis was pressure. While Luka studied the game, Luis attacked it. Didn't take long before the basketball world noticed. Next big international prospect? Who's better, Navarro or Suarez? Future NBA matchup? After dominating at the Nike EYBL Peace Gym, Luka's name was everywhere. And somewhere in Spain, Luis Suarez was watching. He's good, but he hasn't seen me yet. International tournament, packed gym, for the first time, Luka Navarro and Luis Suarez were about to share the same court. Up to this point, Luka had faced pressure. He had faced expectations, but nothing compared to this. This wasn't just another game. This was his biggest matchup yet. Across from him stood a player built to challenge everything he does. A rival who doesn't just compete, he disrupts. For the first time in his young career, Luka wouldn't just need talent. He would need to prove he's ready for the moment. Two young stars rising from the same country, but built in completely different ways. Luka, smooth, controlled, calculated. Every move has purpose, every step leading to the next. He plays the game like he's already seen it happen, slowing everything down before striking. Then there's Luis, explosive, relentless, unpredictable. Where Luka controls the pace, Luis destroys it. One glides across the court, the other attacks it. One thinks the game, the other feels it. But both share one thing, the ability to take over at any moment. And now, with the world watching, these two paths are about to collide. Coming into this matchup, both Luka and Luis were both playing the best basketball of their young careers. In fact, in the month leading up to this game, both had earned Player of the Month honors in their respective conferences. Two players, two different systems, dominating in their own ways. But from the opening tip, it was Luis Suarez who set the tone. Every touch felt dangerous, every move explosive. He attacked off the dribble with violent bursts of speed, rose up over defenders with confidence, and finished through contact like it didn't exist. It didn't matter if it was a pull-up jumper, a drive to the rim, or a fast break finish. Luis Suarez couldn't miss. The basket looked bigger than the game looked slower. And the crowd, they could feel it. Quarter one belonged to him. Meanwhile, Luka took a different approach. He didn't force the moment, he studied it. Early on, Luka deferred, focusing on getting his teammates involved. Quick reads, sharp passes, setting the tone without chasing the spotlight. But great players don't stay quiet for long, because when Luka decided to turn it on, everything changed. He started breaking down defenders with precision, using footwork, timing, and control to create space. Then came the explosion. A quick first step after grabbing the board, a powerful drive, man, and a finish through contact that sent a message. He wasn't just responding, he was taking over. What followed was a battle. Luka attacked the rim on a fast break, and Lewis met him at the top. Rejection. The next possession, Lewis drives, Luka rotates and sends it right back. Two elite athletes trading stops and refusing to give an inch. Perfect timing, full extension, block. This time, Luka had got his revenge, and for the first time all night, you could see it. The emotion, the fire. Luka was locked in. At this point, it wasn't just a game anymore. It was a war between two rising stars refusing to back down. Every time Luka made a play, Luis answered. A smooth finish at the rim, followed by an explosive dunk, a pull-up jumper, answered by a powerful drive-through contact. Possession after possession, neither player could create separation. Luka controlled the pace, picking his spots, breaking defenders down with precision. Lewis brought chaos, speeding the game up, turning every opportunity into a moment. The energy in the gym shifted. Every touch felt bigger. Every play felt louder. Defense turned into offense. Offense turned into highlights. And the game turned into something special. Two completely different styles, colliding in real time. One thinking the game, the other attacking it. And as the highlights continued to stack, so did the pressure. Because neither Luka nor Lewis was willing to lose this moment. Lewis didn't back down, not for a second. You could see it in every possession, every sprint down the floor, every shot he took. This wasn't just another game for him. It meant something. He fought with everything he had. Big shots, strong finishes, relentless energy on both ends. Luis gave Luka everything he could handle. But in the end, it just wasn't enough. Because when the moment got bigger, Luka got bigger. He controlled the pace, he made the right reads, and delivered when it mattered most. Play after play, possession after possession, he led his team. And when the final buzzer had sounded, it was Luka Navarro walking away with the win. But the story didn't end there. Later that season, Luka would get a rare opportunity to return to the NBA Academy. And once again, he stood out. Not just because of his size, his length, or his athleticism, but because of how much he was improving. His handle was tighter, his shot was more consistent, his decisions sharper. The game was slowing down for him, and everyone watching could see it. This wasn't just potential anymore. This was development, real noticeable growth. And as the season came to an end, one thing became clear. Luka wasn't the same player he was at the beginning. And the next time we see him, he'll be entering a new season with more attention, higher expectations, and even bigger opportunities. But with this kind of rise comes something else, something waiting just around the corner.